Today's movie is one of the most ridiculously stupid and wildly entertaining films we've ever covered. I mean, it's got deadly animals running amok alongside real actors. Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, and today we're tackling Franco Prosperi's absolutely bonkers film, The Wild Beasts. Released in 1984, Wild Beasts was directed by one of the godfathers of Italian mondo cinema, and it shows. This one features actors working alongside lions, polar bears, tigers, elephants, and cheetahs. It's absolutely as crazy as it sounds, and probably fairly dangerous too, which was why they had animal trainers armed with tranq guns just out of frame in a lot of the scenes. There have been some crazy nature run amok films over the years, but it's no exaggeration to say Wild Beasts might be the craziest of them all. Trust me, you're gonna want to see this one. But enough about that. Can these wild beasts eat enough Europeans to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. But before we get started, thanks to today's sponsor, ZBiotics. You know that moment when you wake up after a night of drinks and the world feels like it's in slow motion? Yeah, I've been there. And in December, when life's packed with holiday parties and endless to-do lists, I can't afford to hit pause. That's why I count on ZBiotics pre-alcohol. It's my secret weapon for surviving the season without sacrificing the fun. So, here's the deal. ZBiotics pre-alcohol is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists, and its mission is to tackle those rough mornings after drinking. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in your gut. And that byproduct, not dehydration, is the main reason you feel awful the next day. But ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. The plan is simple. Drink ZBiotics before you drink alcohol, take it easy, and make sure to get a solid night's sleep. Trust me, you'll feel way better the next morning. We just had Thanksgiving here in the States, and that's a day of eating, sitting on the couch, and in my case, having a few drinks. In years past, I'd probably skip having drinks because I know I'd wake up feeling terrible on Black Friday. This year, I drank a bottle of ZBiotics before my first drink. The next morning, no foggy brain, no sluggish start. I was up early, snagging Black Friday deals left and right. Every time I use ZBiotics, I wake up feeling like I conquered last night instead of it conquering me. I mean, let's be real. Between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and every event in between, this season is packed. Don't let a fun night turn into a miserable next day. ZBiotics pre-alcohol helps you enjoy the night and seize the day. Head to zbiotics.com/horrorgeek or scan the QR code on the screen right now to get 15% off your first order. Use my code HORRORGEEK at checkout for the discount. And if you really want to stay ready, sign up for a subscription. It's super easy and make sure you're covered no matter what the occasion. And hey, ZBiotics is 100% guaranteed, so if you're not satisfied, they'll refund your money. No questions asked. Once again, that's zbiotics.com/horrorgeek. Use the code HORRORGEEK for 15% off. And a big thanks to ZBiotics for sponsoring this episode and for helping us feel human the next morning. Cheers to a happy holiday season and even happier mornings. And now, let's get bloody. We fade in on Swan Lake. Or is this a flock of seagulls? This video is going to be a challenge for me. Oh good, at least we know where they are. Guess the shift key was broken on their keyboard. So, fun fact, the movie was originally set to film in Rhodesia, but the production wound up in the middle of a civil war. They then moved to South Africa, but the press knew Prosperi's work on things like Africa Audio and basically forced them out of town. With nowhere to go, they shot a lot in Italy and apparently at least some in Germany. 3M, building a better tomorrow through industry, technology, and pollution. 3M. God, listen to this music. Nothing says movie about killer animals tripping balls on PCP quite like some easy listening. Worst Wet n Wild slide ever. Is that water or chocolate milk? Hey, it's not some random European city. That sign says Frankfurt Zoo. I'm onto you, movie. Oh god, here comes the sexy sax. I, for one, hope they got the big shirtless guy from the Lost Boys to play it. Building establishing shot. Are we ever gonna start the movie or just take the walking tour of Frankfurt? Asking for a friend. Great, we're apparently gonna swing by a trap house, too. I'm gonna needle you guys to pick up your trash. Oh man, here comes the drop. Not gonna lie, I think I heard this music in the background of a Savannah girl-on-girl scene in some mid-90s adult film. Man, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory sure pumped a lot of frothy nougat out into the environment. I love how this leopard is giving me a disapproving look. It's like he knows I'm about to waste 90 minutes of my life watching this movie. Also, I know 30 of you are gonna be like, that's a cheetah or some shit. Don't do it. I'm a Z-grade YouTuber, not Jack Hanna. Man, Victor Frankenstein is gonna zap life into a whole army of monsters with this thing. I mean, it is Germany. Building establishing shot. 2 minutes in, and I think this is just Prosperi's German vacation video. And if this wasn't all pretentious enough already, text card. Francis Thrive. Seems like a life coach name. Yeah, just keep panning around the city. I'm sure we'll spot the movie at some point. Federico Prosperi presents B-roll with easy listening. Oh yeah, try these Frosted Flakes. They're great. Holy shit. Freeze frame title card with Lorraine DeSalle. Last saw her in Lindsay's House on the Edge of the Park. Starring John Aldrich, aka Antonio DeLeo, trying to convince you he's an American. I'm pretty sure that's not Ugo Belloni. That's more like Bessie the Cow. Prosperi getting the story and screenplay credit on this one. So far, this is really exciting. This is just Prosperi doing the sound mix for one of his Mondo projects. He can be like Italian Ian Serra. Ah, Noah, it stinks. Directed by Franco Prosperi. He's really doing it all here. And Lorraine DeSalle is hanging out with John Oates. I wonder if Daryl Hall knows. Oh god, the dog's drinking. Has the water already been infused with PCP? Lorraine must be working on a new thesis after the success of her one about modern-day cannibals and cannibal ferox. And all these animals are locked in new electronic cages that don't work. I'm sure that's not gonna matter though, right?
These newfangled cages. They always seem to get stuck.
Man, I wish we had cable in here. Oates is in with a tiger. Fun fact, this was the inspiration for Maneater. Yeah, gonna get that tiger so high? I don't know. Given the tiger trend, might be a bad idea. Hey, did you roofie me? Anyway, now Lorraine is petting the cat.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that, you pervs. I mean this baby tiger. Hey, Paulo, what's your favorite Eazy-E album?
Easy does it.
Yeah, good call. Anyway, this is Lorraine's daughter, hunting for change in the couch. Pennies? I need quarters! I should point out how weird it is that this girl looks like she's 12, but is half-dressed at the start of this scene. Weirdly uncomfortable. Anyway, Prosperi clearly wants her on the set.
I'm coming, you ballbuster!
Oh look, it's Daniel and his lovely German Shepherd from Suspiria. What was it with these movies and blind people with murderous German Shepherds? Hold up, I can definitely smell someone left me a P-mail here. Hey, did someone swap my disc for Rats, Nights of Terror? Meanwhile, Lorraine's showing off her cool new My First Meth Lab set. And I guess Oates is gonna ask this owl how many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Do you kids even remember those old Tootsie Pop ads? Christ, I'm old. Oh, baby, can I put my mortar in your pestle? Then he drops this bomb.
Why don't we just get married, and you'll never have to work again?
She's like, sorry, John, but I can't go for that. But he's gonna try to win her over by showing her his snake.
Hell yeah.
No, this actual snake. Mondo filmmaker, lots of real animals. This all could go very wrong. Anyway, back with the rats. Turns out they're creepy peepers because they're watching these two make out. Hey, come on, we just want to watch. Oh no, they're in a car partially covered by tens of rats. How will they ever escape? I mean, this guy clearly flunked math. My man, there's like 80 tops. Anyway, this looks like a real rat-tastrophe for our lovebirds. Somewhere, Claudio Fragasso is like, why didn't I think of this? Back at HQ, it's boys' night apparently. And definitely a party foul because that's not a bottle of J&B. I like that Grandpa basically predicted the technological hellscape we all live in now though.
All these new machines, TV monitors, little buttons, automation they call it. I call it bullshit.
Oh no, the light bright is malfunctioning.
Hey, what was that?
Look out, the cages are opening. This is just like Jurassic Park, if Jurassic Park was stupid. Alright, guess the tiger didn't like that joke. Sorry. Look out, the Kool-Aid Man is coming. Oh, never mind, it's just Babar with two B's, but not right next to each other. And the light bright has overheated. Great, all the animals are out and running wild, or walking in an orderly fashion. Now a little something for the ladies. Oh, John Oates, you're such a dirty boy. Sorry, Daryl, I can't go on tour right now. I'm making an Italian exploitation movie. I guess now we're gonna give the rats a bath, too. Someone took the whole filthy vermin thing way too literally. How did this guy call Oates on the phone when he's on a CB? Hey, is that an uncredited Edward Mannix on the dub? Sure sounds like him.
Then move your ass and get over here.
I couldn't find confirmation, but I'm 99% sure that is Edward Mannix. Man, the rats really went to town on the lovebirds. BroodTube will shit a brick if I show it, though. Back at the park, I have a feeling I can't believe it's not Willie Ames is about to become dinner. Hey, it's another dead guy. This movie's picking up the pace after a slow start. Oh yeah, Five Below Willie is definitely on the menu. So, fun fact, they used a lot of real animals for these scenes. Animal handlers with tranquilizer guns were on the set, but that didn't stop a lot of injuries from happening. Willie's like, "Save me, Charles! I don't want to be in charge anymore!" Tonight on When Animals Attack. I'm sorry, you can have a battalion of guys with tranq guns right out of frame, and I'm still not wrestling real wildcats for a movie. Just absolutely bonkers. Anyway, let's take a break from the action so the movie can share its thesis question with us.
Can animal violence and madness create bloodthirsty killers? Can nature take revenge? The answers are yes.
Lance Henriksen, any thoughts?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
Look at Lorraine. She's basically thinking this.
This is absolutely fascinating.
Meanwhile, the tigers have started playing tug-of-war with this corpse. Here, let me give you a hand. Not gonna lie, I don't remember The Lion King being so graphic. God, this is boring. Maybe I can sneak out without the professor noticing. That was basically half of my college experience right there. And now she's just phoning it in. Oh, hey, remember her annoying daughter? Yeah, she's still in this movie for some reason. After some very weird jibber-jabber, this kid shows up. Here, have a Coke and a smile, and shut up, Susie. Oh, sweet, this is just like The Exterminator. Man, what I wouldn't give to be watching The Exterminator right now. Being that this is an Italian film, I think they actually probably flambéed some of those rats. Prosperi insists no animals were hurt and that the World Wildlife Foundation was involved, so who knows. But at any rate, they're not going down without a fight. Yeah, get a Master Splinter. City establishing shot. Man, look at all these owls. You could say it was outrageous. All right, the blind guy is still in this movie too. I lost sight of him earlier. Oh man, I hope he's gonna Transformer scratch on that turntable. Looks like he's listening to some real music. Now the dog is finally gonna eat him. Fido, too rough. Sit boy. By God, it looks like Breck is locked in the throat claw. Top-notch JR this week. Even with an animal doing the move. God, is this gonna be like Grizzly Man? Did he just audio record himself being eaten alive? I'm gonna need Werner Herzog to come listen to the tape. Holy lens flare! Meanwhile, Oates is back at the zoo. Damn it, I just stepped in lion shit. Or Fritz. It's too dark to tell. Well, all the cages are empty. Probably nothing to be alarmed about. And jump scare. Man, Mufasa is pissed. The cages are empty and no one's around. I'm sure this is fine. Or not. Boss, these double shifts are killing me. Hi, I'd like to change my pizza order. I'm only gonna need a medium now. There are less people here to feed. Yes, we've drawn this handy map so you can more easily find your ass and not a hole in the ground. Hey, is that Eugene Levy? Oh, look, they're lamping like Flavor Flav. How many of you are big enough Public Enemy fans to even get that? We've done it. This is the perfect cherry Kool-Aid formulation. Hey, is John Landis working at the lab? Probably needed a second gig to pay his Twilight Zone legal fees. All right, I can't let the secret Kool-Aid formulation leave this room. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to kill you all. Wait a minute, is this a Boiler Room sequel? I like to imagine this is the call center where poll takers call me every 2 minutes during election season. We're getting huge buy orders on Lion Chow. This stock is headed to the moon! Stop the presses! I just always wanted to shout that.
Stop the presses!
Hey, I already yelled it. Great, guess we can ship these useless papers off to some village in Africa with all the losing team's sports gear from the Super Bowl. Man, Dumbo is getting gropey. And don't look now, but Dumbo's locked in the sleeper hold. Stop the damn match. Have you ever seen what elephants do to people when they snap? It's terrifying. Guess you could say he finally put his foot down. Oh, it's just like the start of Emergency. I mean, minus Randolph Mantooth. Fine, let's stop and do some algebra problems. Find the x-intercepts on this parabola. We're live here at Three River Stadium as your 8-0 Steelers prepare to head off against the Oakland Raiders in an AFC showdown. Could I interest you in a pixie stick? I brought extras. A cheetah walking down the street. Could this be called a catwalk? He's probably just looking to score more PCP. Holy crap, here comes the worst rap this side of Vanilla Ice.
Well, hello there, I'm the OUG in a friendly frame of mind. When it's party time, it suits me fine, cause I know what you will find.
Jesus, no wonder the Germans think Hasselhoff is a musical genius. Naturally, her car breaks down. Miss, I don't think the engine is under the bumper. Luckily, this guy's here to help. I don't know if getting in a convertible is going to save you, but lock the doors, just in case. Oh yeah, that cheetah can totally outrun a VW bug. Hell, I could outwalk a VW bug. I mean, she's got this thing pegged and it's going like 40. The cheetah is just jogging at this point. So, we've got a car being chased by a cheetah, being chased by a car. Sounds like a setup for a new Cannonball Run movie to me. Grandpa's like, look, John Oates, I can't go any faster. Speed limit is 35, and I can't risk a ticket at my age. Man, this is just like Destruction Derby right now. And boom. Must have been a Pinto. Yeah, her Freddy Krueger cosplay is off to a good start at least. And I guess the upside is that at least now these firefighters have something to do. Hey, I think we got Mannix and Ted Russoff voices in the dub here. Chug the bottle of J&B for that.
You know what elephants are? Elephants, not lice. Elephants.
And back to the pointless daughter subplot. Even she's bored with it, judging by her face. But things are getting more interesting. Everyone pretend you're a corpse. Now it's time for a workout. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Sterling this is P90X. On the subway, Lorraine's reflecting on that time she was almost eaten by cannibals. Look, ladies, I'm gonna need you to slide over so I can manspread a bit. And since nothing's happening there, let's hop over to this flight. Carl Malden will be your captain today. And it's definitely the 80s because Flyboy here is hitting on the flight attendant.
We'll have a couple of drinks and steaks later.
My boyfriend said he was going to call.
Shot down, which is frightening since it's on an airplane. Oh, now I get it. The elephants are at the airport, and they're late for their flight. It's a good thing they already packed their trunks. So, fun fact. Apparently, one of the elephants stepped on director Franco Prosperi's foot while shooting on the runway. Hey, we've got elephants on the tarmac! Apparently, elephants get early boarding. Oh god, there are elephants on the runway! Pull up! Pull up! And it's too late for that, so they're gonna have to land this bird. Yeah, I think that could have probably gone better. But I'm not gonna lie. This is better model work than I expected in a film of this budget. Young John Cena works on his in-ring persona.
Teacher, may we go get a drink?
Yes, dear.
I'm thirsty too. Me too!
Man, these kids are very excited about water. Back in the subway, this tiger's getting on board. Guessing he didn't pay the fare and just hopped the turnstile. Hey, no eating on the train. This guy's doing his best Bobby Rhodes impression. I mean, it's okay. Technically, it's smash everything. Don't worry, everyone. Frank Drebin is on the case. You know, didn't Frank inadvertently free a bunch of animals at a zoo in Naked Gun 2? Is this all part of the same cinematic universe? Yes, our heroes. Boy, are we doomed. I mean, I'm gonna tell Sterling this is Lethal Weapon. Hey, is that Arnie Pie? Is the traffic copter grounded? Man, even the cops in Germany drive BMWs. Back in the subway, Lorraine doesn't have time for her own daughter, but she can totally save this random girl. Mother of the Year. Yes, looks like someone's on the wrong side of the tracks. Probably a big fan of the artifacts. Deep cut there for my hip-hop heads. But before the tiger can eat them, Oates is here to do some big game hunting. I mean, he also kinda looks like Gabe Kaplan. After dealing with the sweat hogs, Mr. Cotter started tracking bigger game. Oh yeah, they're gonna leash a tiger. What could go wrong? This reminds me of that video on social media of the old guy who looks kind of like Bob Barker jumping on the alligator. Anyway, back at dance class, they've got a new student. God, a polar bear? This movie has everything. Doesn't look like he's here to share a Coke with the teacher for the holidays either. I'm in a very bad mood, guys. It's okay, though. These kids are armed with knives. Clearly, they're the sharpest silverware in the drawer. Bear's like, yeah, run. I don't care. They fed me from the craft services table before this scene. I mean, he is unbearably slow. This is clearly a fake knife he's holding. I, for one, love the misguided safety standards of this movie. Sure, we can put child actors around real dangerous predators, but we draw the line at letting them hold real knives. Slaughterhouse? Did we just start another movie? I did not agree to that. Back at the lab, Oates is like, we don't seem to be needed right now, so let's get drunk. Empty street establishing shot. Stampede! Run for your lives! You know, if these cows got the PCP, you could say these stakes are high. God, what a bunch of bull. Worst running of the bulls ever. You've heard of bulls in a china shop, but nothing has prepared you for bulls in a department store. You serve burgers, and we are not happy. Yes, our new beer formulation is looking perfect. Eat your heart out, Anheuser-Busch. I think the animals just failed their drug test.
Jesus H. Christ.
Do we need to focus for this scene, Franco? Nah, it's fine. Just shoot it. But he's not buying Oates' PCP theory.
That seems to me impossible, frankly.
What do you mean impossible?
He means not able to occur, exist, or be done. I really thought you'd be better with the vocabulary words. I love that this cop's whole character trait is just eating popcorn. It's like the inspector with the eggs in Jalo in Venice.
You know what I was just thinking?
That's right.
And it's weird the K in knife is silent? Am I even close? Jazzy sax time. God, we have established the shit out of this city in this movie. Aw, someone wants a belly rub. And it was at this moment that Antonio DeLeo legit almost got knocked out by a polar bear swipe. So, before becoming an actor, Antonio had worked as an animal trainer. This was his last feature film lead. Inside, Lorraine's looking for her obnoxious daughter. But all she finds is this swerve ending. Yeah, remember when all those kids were excited about water earlier? Well, now they're tripping balls and have basically put the baby in the microwave. Shades of both the end of Bava's Bay of Blood and Lord of the Flies.
Kitty, come on, play with us, please. Please play. Ha ha ha.
Come on, honey. Let's get you to rehab. And great. A freeze frame text card ending. Cue credits. Wait. So no one actually stopped the animals? They just basically let them run wild till they came down from their high? And what the hell was the deal with the kids? Damn you, Franco Prosperi! So, what do we learn from Wild Beasts? Well, for starters, that the godfather of Mondo cinema was pretty much the perfect guy to direct a movie where actors were forced to perform alongside real-life predators. Can you imagine trying to make this in Hollywood? The insurance companies would have shut you down so fast. At any rate, this one's one of those ones you really have to see to believe. It's ridiculous and stupid and just highlights all of the crazy shit I adore about Italian genre cinema in the 80s. They don't make them like this anymore. It's just probably for the best. But enough about that. Can the Wild Beast stampede its way to a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, the Wild Beast delivers what you'd expect. We couldn't show most of the best gore because PruTube hates that, but we're treated to people devoured by rats, multiple people and animals attacked by big cats, death by polar bear, countless maulings, one elephant crush, a stabbing, and more. The effects are solid in this one, and they work well with the wildly stupid premise of the movie. As such, there's more than enough here to give the Wild Beasts a respectable 3 barf bag rating. This is a moderately sick flick, and essential viewing for anyone who loves weird, ridiculous films. Looking for another movie where hapless heroes square off against nature? Then be sure to check out my review of Deadly Eyes. You'll find a link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.